Hey y'all, it's Kay,
Hey, it's Trey.
and we are back to recap RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 8. We're doing episode 3, the Supermarket Ball. Overall, how did you feel about this episode?
It was okay. It definitely was not the best ball I've ever seen, but it wasn't bad.
I agree. Unlike a lot of people, I know it's unpopular, but I love like the fashion or the like ball episodes and things like that. But
Yeah.
it's a lot usually doesn't go on the episode, but I'm always interested in seeing the look. So we saw some good
Well,
ones, and we saw some okay ones, and we saw some
yeah.
bad ones.
I was gonna say I think this was probably the most underwhelmed I've been with like a design challenge and what actually got designed on the show.
Yeah.
Um, it was okay. It wasn't great. It was I don't know. I mean, it's all stars. Again, I think, there's this reoccurring theme in our videos where it's like this cast is kind of not giving us everything that we want.
Yeah.
But I also think, I do want to just plug this. I think it's a little unfortunate because we just had the All Stars, All Winners.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think coming into an All Star season, especially right after an All Winner season, it's like,
It's tough.
the expectations are high.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to All Stars 6 coming from behind All Stars 5. A lot of people weren't crazy about All Stars 5, so I guess All Stars 6 was like a fresher breath there. But to your point, following All Stars 7 all winners, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
But all right, let's go ahead and dig into the episode. So first off, of course, we start off with the girls at the mirror at the for the mirror message. I can't remember what that says, but Jimbo read it. They said their alls and goodbyes. And now they're sitting down just kind of recapping what happened with elimination and everything. How did you feel about episode 2 elimination? Naisha going home.
I think it's unfortunate because Naisha was one of those people that I was really rooting for when they came. But I think if, the team is going based off track record, it was her time to go home because Kahana just came off her, winning the first episode.
Yeah.
But in terms of, and I think this is something that we can get into, as we get into the episode of like my feelings on Kahana. But
Oh,
I also
definitely.
I do think that I do think that Kahana performed better in the challenge. But
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think that Kahana has shown us what she's capable of,
Yep.
and Naisha has not had that opportunity.
Yeah, that's a
And
perfect
so
way to
I
say
just
it.
yeah, so I feel like I feel like I'm wanting. I was left wanting as a viewer. Like I really wanted to know Naisha because I feel like there was such a hype around her coming to this season,
Mhm.
and that's the part that I find unfortunate. But if you look at the challenge and you look at track record, either way, she was gonna go home.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Because we're gonna have a lot more, I think, of improv or acting episodes. Like how great was she gonna do in Snatch Game, or how great was she going to do? With next week's episode is also an acting challenge. So to your point, it is unfortunate. I definitely wanted to see more Naisha. I do think that we've seen what Kahana can do. I think at acting challenge comedy level. I'm curious to see if she's gonna break past kind of where she is now. I do think she's doing good. She's doing okay, but we've kind of been seeing the same thing from her, whether it comes from the runways or it comes from the acting challenges. So I completely agree. But
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, Naisha. All right, so the girls pull out the lipsticks, and of course, Naisha had the most votes. She went home, but Kahana had three, and baby, was she pressed about it. But to start off, Jessica was the first person to say that she voted for Kahana because she said, Naisha's Puerto Rican. Like, I just can't do it. How do you feel about her explanation on why she couldn't vote Naisha out?
I just wish that people didn't bother giving explanations because I just feel like
I
it
agree.
opens yourself up to so much criticism. You made a decision, own the decision. If people don't like it, then they don't like it. They don't have to understand it. The world don't have to understand where you came from and why you're doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
They just have to accept the decision that you made. You're an adult. You're in a competition show. It was, I think that like I said, previously, I just think personally for me, like I understand that Naisha should have gone home from track record and challenge performance,
Yeah.
but I feel like Kahana is giving, and again we'll get into it on the runway, but she's giving the same silhouette over and over and over again, and she's a sick performer,
Hmm.
but what else? You know what I mean? This isn't Las Vegas live.
Yeah.
Like this is
Exactly.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. Absolutely. Miss Kasha Davis, also somebody that voted for her. I just thought it was so funny that Candy found that so funny. Oh, like Candy is messy.
She is. She's messy for sure.
But to your point, I agree. Why are you getting upset? People are gonna vote the way they're gonna want to vote. Just like Jessica said, you can't tell me how to vote. You're not gonna
Yeah.
tell me who to vote for, and it's gonna change throughout the competition, each challenge. And like, if I were me, I would probably, if I was there as a contestant, I would just bullshit on why I probably did, and just be tactful, like, or what's the word, strategic about who I'm gonna, vote for. Obviously, like, I don't care if it's track record. If somebody goes in the bottom and they're the best, they're my biggest competition, bitch, you going home. I don't care who
Exactly.
had the worst track record. You know what I mean? So it's just funny when the girls say that. All right, the girls coming up to RuPaul as RuPaul enters the workroom. Doesn't that look like a suit from the red light special TLC video? Like not a suit, but like that. Like it almost looked like PJs and not a suit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I was like, go ahead, Ru, looking like a pimp again. Got his gold
Okay.
on and his big bangles. I guess that's what you call them, child. But Ru comes in. He announces that all the girls, the challenge for this week is the supermarket ball. So it's three categories. The first category is legendary queen, where they just have to do something from the dairy aisle. Remind you, not just cows, not just milk, not just cheese. It's all dairy. And then the second category is fruity patootie, where you have to just have a look centered around nature's candy, not Candy Muse, but nature's candy fruit.
You are Patty.
Okay. And then the last category is supermarket supermodel. And I once we get into the looks, we'll talk more into it. But I honestly feel like that key detail was lost when everybody was making their looks, because they were supposed to look like supermodels. You know what I'm saying? From what they made, and some of them
Hmm.
I think did not keep that theme,
So,
but we'll definitely get on it.
there were a lot of questionable decisions made during
Yeah,
this
I
episode.
know.
As Tatiana would say,
Of
choices.
choices, okay. I know that's right. I need to get a clip of her saying that, and I'm gonna start putting it in the video, and I'm gonna start editing that into the video.
Hell yeah.
So next, Rue calls out the pit crew to bring out all the supermarket materials. I just had to. He look like Jared Leto, doesn't he? I didn't even recognize
Like
him.
a like a buff version.
Yeah, above.
What was that? I wasn't even trying to be shady.
Listen, I would look. I'll just take his screenshots. I'm like, okay, all right, pit crew. I need a little bit more diversity.
Bruno.
The Bruno. I'm talking about my complexion. Well, look at
Child.
Lala Reese.
Oh, I wasn't even saying it like that. You brought Bruno up on the screen, so I said
Oh, oh.
Renee
I
and
thought
Miss
you was like
Lala
that's. I thought
Reese.
you were saying that's the diversity.
Oh, Get out of here. Edit that
You
out.
look, you
Like,
know what I
what?
want to say, but I ain't gonna.
Okay, go ahead. Like,
All right. Uh, I would say I would want to be like Lala Ree. I do think Bruno is fine, but I want to be falling out on the floor like that.
nah, nah.
All right, now we're getting to the runway, and let's talk about Mamaru. So I'm still trying to see what's those are flowers. At first, I thought they were starfish. I mean, it's a decent dress. Doesn't look like something out of the Americana collection. Like, you
From
know what I
Old Navy.
mean? From Old Navy. For the 4th of July or whatever. But
Fourth of July child, yes. It really does. They just added some sequence where the red
exactly.
is. That's really the only change. We definitely sold that dress at Old Navy.
We sold this exactly, but I mean, it's an okay look. I don't mind it. It's not amazing. It's not bad. Just a short skirt showing them little legs. Got her same wig on with the same hairline, but the makeup is good.
The makeup is always good. Come on, Miss Raven.
Is that Raven? Oh, okay. I had to think. I'm like, what you mean?
I was talking about the
I know,
makeup.
right? Michelle looking cute, looking a lot better. Yeah, I'm liking her look this week. Then we have JoJo Siwa. You know, she has a look, and it's hers, and that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
And then we have T.S. Madison looking good, looking neutral, toned down a little bit, which is when I like seeing her a lot more toned down like this. But first, we're going into Candy Muse. So we have her legendary look, her tutti frutti look, which is cherries, and then her supermarket supermodel look.
I'm
Thoughts?
gonna let you take this one first, honey. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So I think Candy did a safe job. I'm not crazy about any of these looks. I do agree with Michelle when she said that we were kind of getting the same silhouette as you see with the first two looks. So it's kind of happy to see that we got something a little bit different from what she made. But for her legendary look, it's not bad. It's just a plain white dress, but I do think the edits to it, like the little flaps coming out of the sides, the collar, what she has on her forearms. I do think that adds a little bit to it. I believe she's supposed to be spilled milk, so I do
Yeah.
think that translated really well. The cherry look,
Well,
oh no, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. Are we gonna talk about each outfit? Or are you gonna talk about all of it
Oh, we
together?
could talk about each one, or we could talk about each one, and then
Well, out of the plug, I don't think that. I guess my question would be: do you think that it would translate if you just saw her at a show? Like, yes, I get we got the runway, but I don't really. I personally don't catch the reference. I only know the reference because you
yeah,
know what I mean.
you know what the category is.
Yeah,
Honestly, no, I would not have. But what could I'm curious? What could she do to make it, incorporate more of like spilled milk? Would it have to be something a little bit more campy? Would it have to be something that is a little bit more obvious? Like I'm kind of curious, but to me, honestly, it kind of looks like a fashion look. You know what I mean? Like I could see like a
yeah,
model wearing this, like a cover page or something like that. But to your point, it doesn't scream legendary, but I do think it's a good look.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a good look.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's pretty cool. Now that I look at the net piece, it's like the milk splashing up, like if you pour it too, like too hard or something like that or too fast. You get that with
Yeah,
the collar part. So again, it's not that easy to interpret as dairy, but I do like it. The cherry look, I think it's simple. Honestly, I think she put a cherry on her head, put on her dress. She trimmed the lining of her dress with cherries. But to me, well, first I'll say 8 for legendary. I'll say 8 for the cherry look as well. I like the hair and makeup, but again, it's something that we've seen before, and we already saw the silhouette with the first look.
It's a soft 8, yeah.
Very much soft.
Like it's not ugly at all. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's not
cute,
ugly.
but
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah, exactly. And then I want you to go first for the supermodel supermarket look. What do you think of this?
So, no, I'm saying, I okay. So as far as how it looks, I like the way that it looks.
Yeah.
Um, I think that it looks a lot better than some of the stuff that they showed her working on. So I'm
Hmm.
glad about that as well. Because
Yeah.
I will say I did not expect this down the runway.
No.
Because what they initially showed was a mess.
Mhm.
But um, to your point that you made, it's she's wearing three different bodysuits basically is what she's
Yeah.
wearing. I mean, at the end of the day, she has something because I don't have a picture of the back of this, but the back is completely out. She literally just made a
Completely.
skirt. She
Yeah.
cut out some cardboard and lined it with aluminum foil. That's what it looks like to me.
Mm.
So, does it work? Is it effective? Yeah, it looks good. But I know she. This was to me. This was low effort, and I know it was low effort because she did it so quickly after she
Yeah.
messed up her last look. So I'm surprised that she got out on the runway, but and it does look nice,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's just giving minimal effort. Though she does look like a model. She looks like a
Yeah.
supermarket
It
supermodel. She
definitely
looks like
does.
she got caught up in the aluminum foil on the bacon.
Exactly. So you give it a soft 8, soft hate.
A soft 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a soft 8 too. And you literally said exactly how it's feeling. It definitely feels low effort, but again, it translate well on the runway. It does look like supermodel. You hit the brief, so soft 8. All right, now this I believe is the injustice of tonight.
Yes, 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 honey.
Definitely injustice of tonight. I cannot believe Heidi was safe with these looks. I mean, let's
This
start
is
with her legendary look.
first of all, this is a hard 8, honey. She
Hard,
ate this,
okay. Hey,
okay? But just to kind of like plug what you said earlier, just like this is really where you're seeing the producers and what hands they're playing in the show.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
because all these looks are great,
Oh,
ready to be.
great. And they hit the brief. I mean, look at her legendary look. Automatically right off the bat, you'll know it has something to do with the category.
Uh-huh.
Love that it's fashion mixed with dairy. And I love that she didn't go the route with cow or milk or being like the actual product, but
Yeah.
like, translating a milkman to like a milk woman with milk on her hat. I love the crop top. I love the skirt. I love the little bib, how it's connected to the suspenders that's under the shirt. Like it's really cute. Her strawberry look. I really love the hair color with this look, like that pink.
Hmm.
It goes so well with this green and strawberry. I love that the seats are rhinestones. I love the
Yeah.
sequence top. The shoes go perfect with it. And you probably can't see it. You have to really zoom in, but her toenails are also the sequence green as her top and her headband. So love the look top to bottom. Definitely a with the look that she made, I think it's constructed very well. And I do like the look, but I think as far as taste level, it's not like, of course, the best design. I like the silhouette, but it's not like the best design. I think she I think the top and the bottom there is a disconnect
Hmm.
as far as the fabrics. Like the top part I do like on its own, and the bottom part I like on its own, but together I don't think they mesh well, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, she's supposed to be what she said, tequila sunrise or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I think that she did well. I think that I mean, compared to the competitors of this, there are two right off that well, three, all three of them really that were in the top. Um, all of them gave minimal effort. You know, they
Yeah.
glued shit to a corset. That's what they
Yep.
did. You know, and I just don't. I don't think that. Why are we accepting that now? You know what I mean? It's never been acceptable before. Why is it acceptable now? I don't understand.
Exactly.
And here you have Heidi that put in, you know, full effort. And, you know, is it my favorite outfit? You know, no, it's not my favorite outfit. I think she ate. I can't believe that she made this in this amount of time. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Honestly, yeah.
Um, you know, and it's a look. It's a look. She did, you know, she did her thing. She did good.
Yeah.
But her strawberry and her milk carried
It
the whole
definitely did.
runway.
Yep.
They carried both categories. So,
Exactly.
anyways,
It's still an
my,
8 though.
overall, she ate.
Definitely.
I don't hate nothing.
Me either. Next, we have Carrie and Lake. Let's start with the legendary look. It does not give the category. Number one, it's it kind of
I thought it did. I thought it looks like little milk droplets to me.
does
I
it.
don't think it's cute,
Yeah.
but she did it.
I mean, I guess it could look like little milk droplets, but I still just would. I don't know. I still wouldn't think milk necessarily. I think it's the top portion that I think the bottom portion gives me milk, but the top portion gives me like 60s, 70s, like old school, like Hollywood glamour type. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what it's giving me. But yeah, overall, I don't like the legendary look. It's not that great to me. It doesn't hit the brief that well. And then her, so I give it a hate. Sorry, Darren.
I'll give it a soft hate. I don't like it, but
Yeah,
I think she did. She looks beautiful.
yeah, she does. And then
I
her,
hate the tutti
the
frutti.
tutti fruity look. So she's supposed to be a banana split.
Yes, and she had the pull away outfit. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
I thought that the dress was cute. I liked it. I didn't understand the look obviously until she ripped it away.
Uh huh.
But and I love the bodysuit. I
Yeah.
love the
Me
bodysuit
too.
where it has all the rhinestones. It has really great detail.
Yeah.
I do not like the way that the cherries and then on the back, y'all can't
The
see
banana.
it right now, but the
Uh huh.
banana coming out of her asshole. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I don't like it
I don't
either.
like it. It's a
Yeah.
hate for me.
Yeah.
For me, she could have worn. I think what would have been cute is if she.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hey,
Hey, okay, you went away for a second.
somebody started calling me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Um, the if she would have done the cherries just kind of like as a bra, right?
Mm,
And like kind of how they are right now, but like I would
hmm.
have positioned the stems differently.
Yeah.
Um, and then the maybe she did like kind of like a little ruffle around of like whipped cream, so she didn't
Oh,
show her like
yeah.
lady parts or whatever, you know, whatever
Yeah.
she was trying to do. I think that would have been cute. This,
That would have been.
you know, because
Yeah.
it would have made sense. And
Yeah.
this does make sense, but it doesn't at the same time. I really just, it's for me, the only reason I hate this look, honestly, so I'm gonna give it a soft hate because the only reason I don't like it is because the cherry that's on her JJ
Yeah.
and the banana that's on her booty hole. I don't like it.
I agree. I don't like those either. And that's actually a really good idea. The cherries could be like a bra. The whipped cream could have been like ruffled. She definitely could have played with that a little bit better, I think. Yeah, I agree. But no, I give it a soft hate as well. So what about her supermodel supermarket look? Does it look like a supermodel to you?
She's giving 80s. You know,
I agree.
Darian, you know, I think she's giving 80s. I think,
Uh,
yes, I like it. I
mhm.
don't like the look. I don't love the look, but I also don't, it definitely wasn't the worst look. Um, and I can see the effort that she put into it. I wish that she would have. I don't remember if you said this because it may have been you. So if I'm taking your words, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Um, but if the streamers that were on her corset went all the way down through the skirt,
yeah. Nah, that
because it
was.
just the skirt just looks unfinished.
It looks completely unfinished. And that's the only part I think that doesn't give like fashion model is the skirt. But to your point, if it did go down the skirt, even hanging off the skirt a little bit, but I think it should have covered most of, if not all of the skirt, honestly. And it would have been so much more of a better look. And I think the shoulders in the train doesn't necessarily scream fashion to me, or like supermodel paired with the dress in the bodice. But I mean, overall, I think it's okay. Between a soft hate and a soft eight, but I'm gonna give it a soft hate because it's too many details. You know what I mean? That just doesn't go. And I think to your
Yeah,
point, the biggest thing is the skirt, and that's where it's
yeah,
missing.
yeah.
All right, next we go to Alexis Michelle, who did better than I thought she would. She gave us different silhouettes. We can start off with the legendary look. I'll admit, when I first saw it, I hated it
Yeah.
because I don't know. I, it just didn't stand out to me. But now that the theme was supposed to be in like a motorcycle cow, I guess. You got the combo boots, you have the motorcycle jacket, you have the spikes around the collar, you have the bandana. So it's supposed to kind of give like biker cow, which kind of doesn't make sense
Hmm.
to me. But I'm not gonna say that I hate it now. Like it's a concept, but I don't know. Legendary, does it really fit the brief to you just because she dressed
Mm.
like a cow?
It's giving costume. She looked like she want a free Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Yeah,
I will say this. I don't like Alexis anymore. I feel like it's just I think she's a beautiful queen. I think that she's talented. I don't
yeah,
like the way that she handles her business.
yeah. I
And
agree.
I think that she needs to collect that. So
Yes,
with that said, I will say I know that does it look polished? Yes, it looks polished. Does it look good? Yes, it looks good. But it also looks like a costume. Like
it
this is a
does.
ball challenge, and I feel like I
Yeah,
have in previous episodes talked about things looking too costumey. This is not a costume challenge,
exactly. I agree.
so I feel like if she wanted to go a more literal route, if she wanted to do like a biker look with mixed with cow, or she wanted to do something like cow print, she could
Mhm.
have used that as like a accent
Yeah,
versus, you know.
yeah.
And she thought it was so clever. She was eating them. What was it? Carrot
I
top.
know. I was like, no, I hated that part.
I know that was nasty,
You knew it
honey.
was nasty.
I
Yeah,
know you did not want to eat them greens,
you
honey.
okay.
Them things
But
was
yeah,
not cooked right.
I'll give it a soft hate. I'm not gonna say I completely hate it, but I definitely give it a soft hate because it does give costume, but it is polished. It
I
does have
agree.
a theme to it. Now, now the blueberry look, I'm indifferent about. I l- love the silhouette. I like the dress, but does it really give you fruity patootie blueberry just because she has some blueberries like in her hair and like some blue like rhinestones, I guess supposed to mimic blueberries on the dress? To me, it gives tutti frutti, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it translated into like a glamour
Fast
gown.
fashion, yeah.
Yeah,
I like it. I give it an 8. I like it. I don't. This is what I feel like I wish she would have done with the legendary look.
yeah,
I feel she did give. I mean, but I understand what you're saying because I also feel like I don't know. But I think she looks gorgeous. I
yeah.
see it.
She
I
was
understand
good.
she's supposed to be a blueberry. I think would have really changed this up, and I know it's a ball challenge, so she probably would not have been able to do this unless it was the last look.
Mhm.
But for me, this was giving like Violet Beauregard from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory,
Yeah.
the little girl that
Yeah.
blew up like the blueberry.
Uh-huh.
If
Uh-huh.
she would have painted her skin
Oh yeah.
blue,
Yes.
then I would have been like, okay, this makes
Yes.
so much sense.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it
Absolutely.
that would have took it because her
That would have
clothes
took
turned
it.
blue, she turned blue,
Yeah.
and she kind of blew up. But it wasn't, she wouldn't do, if she
And,
did a dress, if that makes
and
sense.
I think that's what makes me a different because it's still gonna be an 8 for me, but I just think that she wasn't creative with how she translated, her outfit into a blueberry. To your point, if she would have came out blue or something like that, because I do feel like something's missing. Like
Hmm.
anybody could come out with, like, say if Candy want to come out do cherry and she just did a red
A
ball
red
gown with a
dress,
few cherries
yeah,
around it. You get what, you know what I
exactly.
mean?
I was gonna say this looked like it's something she already owned and already had in her closet,
Yep,
and she
that's
said,
what it
"Okay,
seems
this could
like.
fit the bill."
Exactly,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, I
So,
agree.
but I'll still give it an 8 because she does look good and it's a great dress. But
Yeah, agreed.
to the points mentioned, but supermarket supermodel, I actually like this look.
Me too.
I'll give her an 8, and I do think it gives the category supermarket supermodel. I think it was clever not using food items, to be honest
Yeah,
with you, because if you're giving supermodel, then you need to be looking at other things like the lining, the shelf lining or drawer lining and things like that. And I think she was smart with it. It's simplistic, but it hits the category on the nose, and I like it. I think it's an 8. I think she looks really good.
I agree.
Next, we have Jimbo. Jimbo with his legendary look, as Heidi say, ain't nothing but a white dress with some bubbles on it.
I did
but
not get legendary.
but I get legendary. I get
I
the milk
don't.
bubbles. You don't? I do. I get the milk bubbles.
No, I feel it the same way about Darian.
Yeah, yeah, it,
It's
it
like
is.
I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't. I get it. I get what she was going for.
Yeah,
I don't think it was executed well. Again, then I want to back up because this looks like something that Jimbo would just wear naturally. Again, it doesn't look like it was made it for this specific challenge. It
yeah.
looks like this is something he already would have because I could see him. It's a white dress with bubbles on it, like Heidi said, and Jimbo be wearing some weird ass shit. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, absolutely.
so I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't. I understand what he's saying, but I don't like it. It's
yeah,
a soft hate for me, just like
yeah.
it was
No,
for Darian.
yeah, no. I see the milk and I get it, but to your point, to me, it's kind of reminding me of Alexis Michelle and blueberries.
Uh-huh.
Like, but not even that on the nose with it. So I still give it a soft 8. But I do get the milk bubbles once they said it, though. I did get that.
Yeah.
Now the fruity patootie look. Do you think this look was too outside of the category, like, being clever or
No, I think this was spot on. I
yeah,
think that y'all know I don't really like Jimbo that much.
yeah,
But this is, I mean, I can't be mad at somebody that did a good job. Like he does consistently well at most things except for lip syncing.
yeah,
And I think that this was a very smart take on Fruity Patootie. It's kind of throwing back in your face like we're fruity,
yeah.
whatever that's supposed to be. But I think it was smart. I think it was smart. I don't think it was smart for him to have left T.S. Madison off,
Okay.
knowing that she is
Well,
a
maybe he
judge.
didn't know she was gonna be judging that episode. But to
Well,
your
but she's
point, I
supposed to be
agree.
a
I would have
regular
added it.
episode.
But I would
I'm
have
sorry,
had
regular.
Carson,
Uh
Ross,
huh.
Michelle. I would have had the pit crew. I would have had all of them.
Yeah, it would have just whatever would have made the most sense.
Exactly, whatever made the most sense. But yeah, I absolutely love this
She
look.
ate.
She ate this, like, to the choker, to the belt, to the hair, the makeup, like the dress, the silhouette. Like, this was literally 100 for me. Like, I have no critiques about this, and it was very clever with the fruity patootie. I love that. You have the different colors between, like the bright colors between the hair and the lipstick on everybody's faces to the eyeshadow. Like it all made, even the teeth, like it all made
Yeah.
sense. So
Whoever
definitely,
made this did a really good job.
they did a great job. Now going to her supermarket supermodel look, it's not a bad look. It's a
Meh.
safe look. I think she did good for using actual real food.
No.
She constructed a great garment, but
She
again,
didn't construct it. Let's back up there. She
well,
didn't make the corset. She glued
well,
those to the
yeah,
corset.
she did glue it on.
She
I,
embellished the outfit
yeah,
well.
she embellished it, but it was smart. I think if you're gonna use food, I mean, honestly, it's not like using real food. You can't sew it. You know what I mean? So it's not
Yeah.
much you can do with it. I just kind of, I don't. Whenever we do challenges like this, I just don't. I don't know. You never really get great looks when they use like food or like things like that,
Unconventional.
unconventional. Yeah, but I'll give it a soft 8. It's not my favorite. I think it's safe. I think it was. I'm not look. Now I have to find another word because I can't say constructed well, but it was glued on well,
I'm
and I think it
sorry.
was a
I'm
safe look.
sorry. I just don't want to give her no credit.
You don't want to give her
um,
none. Uh,
no, I mean it looks okay. It's meh. It's okay. I'm not mad at it.
but it doesn't give winner.
It doesn't give
It doesn't
winner.
give winner, so or I
No,
mean high placement
it
anyway.
doesn't give high placement either.
Even with
The only
the blue
look,
look, yeah,
the fruity look was the only look that was good for Jimbo, in my opinion.
yeah, I agree. And you think about it, Heidi had 2 good looks
And
compared
one
to
okay
Jimbo's
look.
one, and Heidi wasn't even the top, and then Jimbo was. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. Poor Miss Kasha Davis. I'm so happy you had that banana look because if you didn't have that,
I know.
you would have been drugged. But
Sour cream. Okay, so I want to say I understood the sour cream when I seen her face. I understood she was. I understood she
but
was
you didn't
sour,
understand
but
the
the
milk
dress.
bubbles
No, but
or
no. But the dress. I
yeah,
didn't. No, I want to back up. I understood Darian. I
yeah,
understood Jimbo's, but I'm gonna say the same thing with hers. The dress is pretty. Like
yeah.
it's a pretty
No,
dress.
yeah.
I understand she's sour cream, but she could have did so much more if she was gonna be sour cream. I knew she was gonna say that when they asked her on the runway, though. Was just my point. Like
Yeah,
I knew
because of
what
her
she
face.
was
Yeah,
because of her face, but the
exactly.
dress itself, it didn't give. The
No, I
banana
get
look
it.
was gorgeous.
Or
I don't like. I wish that my only critique on the banana look is that I wish that the Tootie for the because this looks like she took again a garment she already had and she glued some bananas on the shoulders. I would
yeah,
have got banana just from the color story
yeah,
because it has like the inside of the banana, the skin, the the tan. She's
exactly.
got the full. It didn't need the bananas. So I just want to say that, and then I don't need to say anything about
Yeah, no,
her supermodel look. First of all,
exactly.
she's not a model,
Okay, not at all. She a pinata.
and it doesn't look like the supermarket. It looks like the Dollar Tree.
It literally does. I agree. The only thing I have to say is yeah, I'll say a soft 8 for the legendary look. I'll say 8 for the banana look, and definitely a hate for the look that she made.
Agreed.
All right, we have James Maxwell. Legendary look is milk and cookies. Then her tutti frutti look is lemons, and then we have her supermodel supermarket look. So I would say for the first look, it's a soft 8. It's not bad. I think that what I don't get about it is it's not enough white. And I'm trying
Yeah,
to see where a lot of the red and like I could get it with the gloves, but like your legs and then like like your
I don't get
shoulders,
the
your
glove.
chest. Well, the gloves was well, I get it being a different color. I mean, other than white, but
Oh, but like, what did the gloves represent? That's the part that confused me. It was a little too much cookie, a little less milk. Like I did not understand what she was
yeah,
supposed to be.
yeah,
I
it's
didn't get it.
yeah.
I mean, I got that she was the
I mean,
glasses,
you
but like,
got
what?
it, but you don't get how it matched the category.
And what does it mean? Did she say anything about the gloves? Like, that's a genuine question.
No, not that I remember.
I didn't get it. I don't get the concept.
Yeah. I mean, I just get. I'm assuming milk. I just got milk and cookies because of the cookies, but the hands do throw me off. And again, to me, it's just not enough
Yeah,
white to represent milk or dairy.
Meryl.
But I mean, and it's not even just legendary. Like it doesn't give enough on the brief, and it's just it's just a little too much off of it. So sorry for the soft hate. The
I
lemon
understand.
look, the lemon look doesn't look like something that Candy would wear. It looks just like something
It
Candy
does.
probably let
It does.
Candy probably let her borrow it. But
I was
this,
literally thinking that.
but this is a safe look. I mean, it's a corset, bathing suit, like you know what I mean. It's not much to it. The embellishments are nice. I do like the lemon sliced titties. You know, I do like the bling that's on it. The hair and makeup is cute, but it's a soft eight.
I agree 100% on that too.
In a supermodel supermarket, I don't know. I don't like this. I give it a soft hate. I don't think it's ugly all the way. I do think it's a little bit tacky. I don't get the bib in the front, and then you have a huge slit right in front of it. Like, shouldn't the slit be like on the side or like the or a side bag or
Yes.
something like that? Like
Yes.
to me, it's like I just want to lift that bib up and be like, what you like?
What are you
what's
hiding?
behind it? You know what I mean?
Oh, you like James like that?
Nah, it would be from the front. If I did, I'd be lifted from the bike. It'd be from the bike. But overall, I think it's a soft hate.
100% no on the head. I think like I don't really have much to say about the lemon look.
Yeah,
I think it's okay. Like it's
exactly.
all right. It's of course that, and then I don't understand. I don't know if you can see, but underneath, like where the bib meets the dress or
Uh-huh.
skirt, it kind of looks like that skirt is just a piece of fabric and she ran out of fabric and she couldn't put it
That's
together and then put the apron on top of
that's
that.
exactly what it looks like. Yeah, you are correct. She probably did run out of fabric because why else when you just complete it and put a bib right over it?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean the top is made nice. I do think the top is nice though. But again, how is this supermodel?
It's
What
not. It's
supermodel top
housewives.
is? It's housewife exactly. And I don't remember them saying anything about that in critiques unless they just didn't show it.
Well, they didn't critique her.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why.
She was safe.
Yeah. Now the winner, Miss Jessica Wild. I'll let you go first.
Child.
Isn't it
This is
amazing?
the only look that I liked that I understood 100% was the legendary look. I like that she's a bowl of cereal.
Mhm.
Again, she took it in a different direction than anybody else.
Yeah,
But I also would have liked the legendary look more as the Tootie for the Tootie. What is it called? Fruity Patootie
pretty
look.
patootie. Hmm.
Um, I don't know why I couldn't say that because she got the Fruit Loops. I don't, but I want to say this: the Fruit Loops also look like an afterthought.
It does like an afterthought. Honestly, I
Um,
think she could have had more, and it could have been
is
placed more intentionally than it is
uh-huh.
to create some type of pattern or design or something. But I do think it's a good look, and I do think it's a little more clever than some of the other dairy looks that we saw. Like we automatically knew what it was when she walked out. So
Of course, yeah.
yeah, so I definitely get that 8. And to your point, I agree. I think that look is the most successful one. The other
Uh-huh.
looks, the Kai Berry look, I know that it's a reference back to her season, about whatever challenge she did with the Kai Berries or whatever. But honestly, to me, this was like the look that they made like the supermodel supermarket look, to be honest with you. I hate to say it, it doesn't it if this is something that you brought from home, I would just expect it to be a little bit more elevated or a little bit more
Hmm.
campy, like your first look, the legendary look.
Yeah, this is giving. She's giving the Little Red Riding Hood, and she's bringing acai bowls to her to her grandmother in the
Okay,
woods.
that's exactly what it looks like.
I don't like it.
No, me either. I give it a hate. Now her supermodel supermarket look, I think it's her second best look. I mean, it's not
I
a.
hate it.
I think it's constructed well, but
It's,
I do think it is constructed well. Like, she put a lot of detail in it. You can tell with the stitching and, just everything in the placements, but it's just the taste level for me. It doesn't give supermodel supermarket. Like, this look is like specific. Like, maybe if she was doing like a strawberry shortcake performance or something at a club. I don't know, but I don't for supermodel supermarket, it would not have been a winning look for me. But I give it a soft 8. I don't
I
hate
hate
it.
it.
I don't hate it. But I think it's too ethereal and too campy to be supermodel supermarket.
I think that it looks like an arts and craft project. I don't like it. I really really don't like it.
Yeah.
I like. I'm surprised. Like this would have been behind Darian's look for me. I know that's a strong stance, but I
Yeah.
don't like it at all. And again, Jessica, the thing that has confused me, I think, more than anything is that this is the second design challenge that she's gotten favorable reviews for. And
Yeah.
she's literally used a corset. And
Yeah.
I don't get
Yeah.
why it is okay for her to use a corset
That's
and
true.
not anybody else. And she used it every time. She
Yeah.
did give us the only thing that I am proud about, like that I give her kudos for in this challenge is that she gave us three different
Yeah.
silhouettes.
She
That's
did.
it.
Yeah. And
But as far as
remember,
the look, it's a
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I mean, remember how gagged everyone was when they found out she won. Like even Untucked, when they were still out on the stage getting critiqued, and Kahana and Heidi and everyone that was saved were back there. They were saying like, "Who do you think at the bottom?" Everybody said Jessica.
Uh-huh.
Like, and then she comes in and she won. They're like, "What the heck?" But yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I would not have thought she was a winner off of these looks together. Like, absolutely not.
Well, we know who the producers are pushing.
Yeah, oh,
I hate to be like that. I hate to say that.
yeah, yeah, we do.
What you got going on over there, honey?
I know, right? I'm about to find. Who am I? Hold on.
You gonna edit that out?
I might. All right, there we go. So next we have La La Ree. So, all right. I know. I'm trying to remember what's the word. It's not bodysuit and it's not corset. What's the other word for like what she has on right now? Dang, I can't remember. But, anyways, I don't know why I'm contemplating about this look because I think she looks good in this look. I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
does give Derry. I'll give it a soft 8. I don't hate it at all. I think she looks good in it. I think it gives the category. I just don't think it's that creative.
I okay. So as far as the category is concerned, it's a soft eight for me.
Yeah,
But I do love this look, and specifically, I love the wig and the hat. It's giving Erica Badu,
yeah,
and I think that's a nod to her Atlanta roots. Like
hmm,
I love it,
yeah,
but I also love it because I'm getting that reference.
hmm,
But I think the outfit looks okay. It's okay.
yeah,
It's not bad. It's not great.
yeah. But it's a great outfit for like a bodysuit and like tie high boots. You know what I mean? Like it's not. She
Yep.
looks sexy, and I like it. Now her fruity patootie look, caramel apple. I don't. I give this a soft hate. I
Oh.
yeah, I will, and I will say what. I don't know. I'll say a soft hate because I it does fit the brief. I mean, fruity patootie. You have apple, caramel apple. I don't know. I think the caramel part is where the disconnect comes from. I think
Hmm.
that it could look a little bit more drippy, like thinner drops, and it goes down the dress a little bit more. I think it
Hmm.
would be better if it was actually stitched or connected to the dress. But then again, I
Hmm.
do like the 3D aspect of it. Maybe it could have been
Hmm.
both. Maybe it could have been like that piece plus some incorporated in the dress. But I mean, you can't go wrong with a latex red skin tight dress. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it looks good. The makeup looks good, and the headpiece again, I think is I don't I think it's just too thick and too clunky or something like the drips. Like that's what throws me off about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not a bad look, but again, it's just a skin tight latex dress with a piece on it, and that's it.
Hmm.
What
I'll
do you?
give it a soft eight.
Yeah,
I'll give it a soft eight. I don't hate it, but I don't.
yeah,
I understand all the stuff that you're saying.
yeah. And now when we get to our supermodel supermarket look, first let me just say these looks did not was not deserving for her to be in the top of a Heidi nor Kahana Montrese, to be honest with you.
Oh, absolutely.
But you know, they were I think they were really trying to drive home that redemption story from the bag look, and they just wanted to give her, some type of critique. This look, I don't hate the look, but it's just not a good look for Drag Race. And I don't know, I don't like when she has the bald head. I'm sorry. I don't like when she has the bald head. And it doesn't look bad, you know what I mean? But
Hmm.
La Riga understand like you're so masculine already. Unless you're going for that type, that
Like Grace
androgynous type of
Jones,
look,
yeah.
Grace Jones type of look. But I just would love. I think personally for me, and just because of her history, I just want to see her in better wigs. And I think when she does the bald head, I think it's a cop out. And I think that
Yeah,
she could elevate her look so much more if she had more
a
elevated
better
wig.
wig.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
look is just safe. Like it's like you see it in Ann Taylor or something. I'm like, oh, that's a cute sweater dress. You know what I'm saying? Throw you on some thigh
Hmm.
high boots and you on about your day. But for
Hmm.
this, I'm gonna
For
give it
this
a soft
look.
hate
Oh,
because is it giving supermodel too?
um,
It could, but I mean, it could give
yeah.
supermodel.
I feel
I'll
like
give it a soft eight. I'll give it a soft eight
I feel like overall she's a soft eight. To your point, I don't
overall.
think I think she was safe.
Yeah,
Like this is nowhere near the worst, but nowhere
yeah,
near the best.
exactly.
She was really truly right in the middle. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm gonna give it to her.
I agree. Now, Kahana, Kahana, my trees. The only look I like is the banana look. To be honest with you, the legendary look isn't bad, but it's not inspiring either. It's some tights with a bow on it and
Hmm.
a high altar top that's showing the bottom of your titties. Like, and that's it. As a cow print. So I'm gonna give that a soft hate. The banana look, I love it. Like she's always giving me references to Babs, Halle Berry, and Babs.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
this hits it on the money, and I love how you have the oxidation on a banana peel where it's turning brown, and then you have the rhinestones with it. Like I think this look is exceptional. Now, when it comes to the look that she made, I think it's a good safe look. Is it giving more superhero than supermodel? Yes. Depends on what kind of fashion show you going to.
Mm-hmm.
But
Um, I agree 100%. I thought that she was safe. I do love the banana look. That was my favorite out of her looks. But yeah,
yeah,
it was just a soft. It was just a soft eight for me.
yeah. All right, now we get into the fame games, the eliminated girls, the screenshots that we could get. So first we have Naisha Lopez in the legendary look. Now I think this is what James was trying to do.
Hmm.
And now
And
this
Naisha did it better.
and Naisha did it way better. I definitely like this look. I'm definitely gonna give it an 8.
Absolutely,
Um
100%.
100%. Monica Beverly Hills, this is her legendary look.
Yeah,
What is
I
it?
hate it.
I hate this. Is that gold milk? Like, what is that supposed to be? And then you just have the legend, the dairy part of your booties and your hat. And I see the gloves too.
And
No, it's just
glove.
tacky. The colors don't work. She trying to be brown cow stunning like Monique Hart, but she missed.
Oh, but she missed the mark.
She missed the mark.
I agree. I don't like it.
And now her tutti fruity look is supposed to be mangoes. She didn't say mango tree. She said mangoes. What are you getting out of this?
Well, first of all, it's a tree. And
It's
second of all, I'm not getting mango. I
exactly.
thought she was supposed to be a lemon tree.
Oh no, it's mangoes. Like
Okay,
literally,
yeah.
if I didn't pay attention to that part, I would have just thought she was I am Groot or something, child. Cause I, because I'm like I don't know,
I don't
but
like it. I hate it.
I hate it, but I will say the bodysuit underneath is cute. Like I like the details. You see the details at the top, like
Yeah,
kind of around her neck, above her breast, and then the legs. She could have did something so much better with that bodysuit.
I agree.
All right, then for we already pretty much talked about who was safe, who was a top and a bottom. We know that Jessica Wilde won, and then we're waiting to see who the secret assassin is. And it's one of my favorite drag queens. I think Raja's one of the most beautiful drag queens, and she's underrated for that. I'm glad she's
Absolutely.
not underrated anymore in general as far as her talent and everything, but like as far as beauty, I think Raja's a beautiful drag queen. Um, so we have her. We know she won Canada versus the World recently. It was on All Star 6, season 11. And they are lip syncing to My Coconuts by Kim Petra. And soon as the song started, Jessica threw that damn thing off and started showing them titties. And to me, this lip sync was lackluster, to be honest with you. It wasn't much going on. What are your thoughts? Just her jumping up and down during the Yara Sophia.
I didn't like it. I thought the lip sync was awful.
Yeah.
I thought it was the only reason she won was because of the gimmick. It was funny, I'll give her that,
Yeah.
but I didn't like it at all. I didn't
Yeah.
like it at all.
I hate when lip syncs are too gimmicky and too
Hmm.
like comedic. And I might get hate for this, but it reminds me of Alaska in All Star 2. I hated how she never took the lip sync serious. You know what I'm saying? And I get it if that's not your thing, that's not
Yeah,
your thing. But if it's not your thing, work on it. You know what
yeah,
I'm
but the
saying?
thing is we know that I don't. I just feel like we know what I don't know. I feel again. I feel like this was a cop out. I feel like the producers had their hand in this,
Yeah, absolutely.
and they wanted her to win. They're clearly pushing her,
Yeah.
and I don't think that she's the best drag queen. I don't think she's the strongest drag queen here. I like her. Don't get me
Yeah, I
wrong,
like her too. I think she's more
but
so in the middle of the pack
yeah,
from
but
what
she's
I'm seeing.
okay. She's
Yeah,
not the best, so
yeah.
it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. No, and to your point, you mentioned it before. This was such a waste of having Raja as a lip sync assassin. The
Yeah.
song, everything. I like no. Like you remember on All Star 6 when Brooklyn Heights was the assassin, they did Janet Jackson, and they killed it. I mean, they
Uh-huh.
both killed it. I think they both won, but yeah. But
They
anyway,
did.
Jessica Wilde won. Now she has to present the lipstick that she pulled between Darian and Kasha. We know that Kasha was the one that went home.
Uh-huh.
Kasha said there's always time for kindness, which is so sweet. Had Heidi tearing up. Um, but overall, yeah, it was an okay episode.
Yeah. It was all right. I just was I don't know. It was lackluster to me. The whole episode was lackluster, and I hate when I understand producers always are gonna have some kind of hand in stuff because their job is to make things entertaining
Training, yeah,
and at some level they're gonna control the narrative. I understand that, but if they're gonna control the narrative, I just feel like it should be less obvious. And I hate when you can see how obvious it is. And this is one of
exactly.
those moments where we already know that there's no way Heidi's gonna win this season. So now it's just like waiting for her to go home. We
Yeah,
know that the top is really gonna be between Jimbo and Jessica Wilde.
yeah,
And maybe I don't know who top three is. I couldn't tell you. I would say probably Candy and Muse is probably the third one that they're pushing, to the
yeah.
front of the pack,
I
and
think
everybody else is kind of following behind. So I understand, I know we've heard Naisha share some things about some behind the screen tea,
Yep.
and but I think all of it's valid because the producers have such a strong handed thing. You can see Isis left, Canada versus the world.
hmm
Um, we've seen this happen multiple times
Multiple.
when not the best people win, and I just wish that they would. I wish they would back off. I'm surprised they're not getting more backlash from this win, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, I agree with you. It's crazy, but I would have said Kahana would have been in the top three. But based off, I would say the last
Yeah,
few episodes, she like if she can't get the comedy thing down, then I don't know how much further she's gonna go in the competition. I know we're gonna have a Rusical, but I feel like we're gonna probably have like another She's gonna do great in Rusical, obviously, if she
yeah.
makes it that far. But like when we get the Snatch Game and the other ones, I'm just curious. But all right, that's all I have for episode 3. Anything else you wanted to add?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Hope episode 4 is better.
I hope so too. Well, thank you all again. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
All right.
Bye.